Hello and welcome to this Track Wrestling help video. Our goal at Track Wrestling is to make setting up and running your tournament as easy as possible. In this video, we will go over how to perform weigh-ins, enter actual weights, and get wrestlers in the right weight class for your tournament. One thing to note before we start is if you are going to give a weight allowance, you'll want to go in and get that set up before weigh-ins. To do that, go into your groups, and then we're going to click on the blue number under the max weight. If I was going to allow a 1 pound allowance, I would click on the 30, and then I would just type in 31 and hit OK. I am using scratch weight for this example, so I'm just going to hit cancel. And now we're ready to start with our weigh-ins. There are a few ways that you can perform weigh-ins. You can use weigh-in cards, weigh-in sheets, or enter weights live at the scale. For this example, we're going to use weigh-in cards. So by the time you're ready to do weigh-ins, you would have already printed and cut your weigh-in cards. But for this example, we'll go registration, printing, weigh-in cards. We'll click on print cards, and that'll take us to the weigh-in cards. From here you can right click, and then that would print your weigh-in cards. But as what I wanted to show you was the number listed behind the name. This is the wrestler ID. This is a number that our system gives to all of the wrestlers in the tournament. This number allows you to easily look up each wrestler when you perform your weigh-ins. If you wanted to add this to your weigh-in sheets, all you would have to do is select another column and then add the wrestler ID. All right, now we're ready to go to weigh-ins. So we're going to click registration, weigh-ins. On the page that opens, we can search for our wrestlers. We can either use that wrestler ID or we can search by name. So for this first example, we're going to search by the last name Ball. And we see that there's 2 wrestlers in this event with the last name Ball. You would want to double check your weigh-in card to make sure that you have the correct wrestler. So we're going to click on Samuel. And we see by his weigh-in card that he weighed 60 pounds. So we're just going to type 60 in the actual weight field and hit Save Participant. Now we're ready to move on to the next wrestler. So for this example, we're going to use a wrestler ID. We'll type the number 7 and hit Enter, and that brings up the wrestler. This wrestler's weight was 45 pounds. So we're going to type in 45 and hit Save. So if you notice, the system popped up a message that said this wrestler weighs too much to be added to this weight class. All we have to do is click OK, double check that the weight is correct, and then we can use this weight class section to select the right weight class. Hit Save Participant, and we're ready to go on to the next wrestler. The next step that we recommend is double checking the weights and weight classes. A wrestler in the wrong weight class after brackets have been built and matches have been sent to the mat is not a good situation. It can be fixed, and we do have a video on that, but it slows down the tournament, and double checking the weights can help avoid the situation. As you enter your weights, add a check mark or an X to the card and flip it over. Once you have a stack of them finished, give them to someone else to double check. They would just follow the same steps that you did to verify. So you could type the wrestler ID in, and then they would just double check the card. The actual weight was 45 pounds. He's in the 45-pound weight class. Hit Save. You would continue this process until all of your wrestlers have weighed in. An easy way to check would be to click on Operating Wrestlers, and this pulls up the wrestler list. We see here that we do have a few wrestlers that have actual weights and some that do not. If you click on Weight, that'll sort the list and show you all of the wrestlers that already have actual weights. If you scroll down, we'll see that we do have some here that have not had weights entered in yet. Thank you for watching this Track Wrestling help video. Our customer support team is here to help answer any questions that you might have. If there's anything else that you need, please feel free to contact our support team. Just click on the support tab located in the top right corner of the page. Thanks again and have a great tournament.